Some of those in the silver-haired community would say it's a great day for golf, and it is, don't get me wrong, but we say it's a great day for football, and the roof is wide open here in Glendale at State Farm Stadium. It's certainly hot outside here in the desert, but somehow this Cardinal crowd turned up the heat a moment ago. They were in a frenzy as their team emerged from the tunnel, and the Cardinals, they're set to do battle with the Seattle Seahawks. And no run back here, so they'll bring it out to the 25. Murray now on first down. On the screen, this is Edmonds. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. A good safe pass there right off the bat.
That's almost a rhythm play. That's what we like to call it. Get them into rhythm early, something safe, something they're confident about, something they feel good. And once that's completed, then you just keep moving from there because the confidence elevates.
And he'll get this only up to about the 35. Call it a gain of 3, but not enough to move the sticks. It'll be third and about a foot or 2. Third down. Trying to pick it up on the ground with Edmonds. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. It'll be a 2-yard gain, and it's going to yield a new set of downs. 37-yard line of scrimmage, the 37 on first and 10. Shotgun now from Murray. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete. The intended receiver there, Kenyon Drake. And it's second down.
It certainly didn't appear that that's where he wanted to go with the ball initially, so he tried to get something out of it by dumping it off to his running back unsuccessfully.
And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. A gain of 13, it's a first down. Well, Kenyon Drake last year versus Cleveland, absolutely unstoppable. Ran for 137 yards. And remember, 4 touchdowns in the Cards' 38-24 win in Week 15. They'll run on first down. Edmonds. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards. Brought down at the
that was a pretty good job defensively to hold him to a 2-yard run, but I've got to think this offensive line, they're asking their quarterback for a different type of a run, one that they rely on, one they have confidence in, one they feel like they can block.
There's a ball thrown right side and complete. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks 28. And he's top 5 in the league in terms of receiving yardage because of plays like that. What have you seen from him on film that you like so much?
Well, I'll strip away everything else and get to what we call the moment of truth. When the ball's arriving and there's a defender there, he just comes down with the ball. He competes and takes it away. Great hands, great ability to finish the catch.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, second and 10. From the gun, Murray. That's caught. It's Dan Arnold, the tight end. The reception good for 7. It's third down. Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
From the gun on third down, Murray finds the open target, Arnold. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. And the pocket's been protected pretty good here so far on the opening drive.
We always talk about confidence in runners and catchers and quarterbacks. How about the protection detail? They're not allowing anyone near the guy throwing the football.
Giving to the big tight end on fourth. And he picks up the first down yardage as he takes it down to the 16. It'll be a gain of 4. And on fourth down, they're able to convert and move the sticks. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. They run it here with Edmonds. They stopped after only a yard, taking it down to the 14. This defense against the run, by the way, they're not top 5, but they are top 10.
So what's your philosophy here? Do you try and run the ball against a team that's pretty good against the run? What if you're a pretty good running team? If so, you might want to go ahead and run it anyway because that's your strength.
And he'll get about 3 just outside the 10, stopped at the 11.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
Murray now to throw. He'll set up the screen to Drake. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. Kenyon Drake, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Cardinals take it all the way down the field and score on the opening drive. And the Cardinals will go up 7-0.
Makes the score Cardinals 7, Seahawks 0.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Wilson, the Seahawks take over now 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Out of the gun, he'll throw. He finds his man, the tight end Olsen. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Right off the bat, it's a 1st down to start the drive, 12 yards.
12. And the Seahawks 1st down.
From the shotgun, Wilson. And to the tight end Olsen, right side. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Another connection between the two. This one good for 12 and a 1st down. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Cardinals 7, Seahawks 0.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. Oh, they'll try the sweep. It's Lockett with it. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. 11 more yards that go around. A 1st down as well.
Well, part of why that play works is because the defense has to freeze because they don't know whether he's going to hand it off or keep it himself. And this time, how about that sleight of hand there? Gives it to his wideout. And that indecision defensively, boy, it hurt him in a big way.
Wilson, 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
This is the Oklahoma State alum, Chris Carson. That one, a 1st down pickup of 8.
Good gain by Chris Carson. Picks up a 1st down, and you just have to love his running style. Talk about a straight-ahead guy, no-nonsense type of a runner. He's averaged 82 yards a game over the last 2 seasons and had 1,230 yards on the ground in 2019.
On 1st down, Wilson. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And the Cardinals have got it. Going the other way. And he returns it up just shy of the 20 to the 19-yard line. These defenses have become so opportunistic, and no matter what you're playing, in this case wide receiver, you got to be careful.
You certainly do, because there is a phrase in today's football that we use all the time, completing the process of the catch. Well, it's after you do that where the trouble begins, right? Meaning you've tucked it away, you're trying to get downfield, but someone's always coming up trying to rake in the ball and knock it free.
And he's going to lose yardage here. Back to his own 18. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. You mentioned very early on the need to establish a running game for this young QB. They really haven't been able to do that, though, in the first half.
So that means what in halftime? Adjustments time, right? Figure out what they are. Figure out the things that they really want to accomplish and who to run behind. Which are your better blockers? Find those guys and get in that direction.
So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long. Out of the gun, here's Murray. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
And this is what you want to see from a defense. Give up an opening drive touchdown, that's fine. But how about them going back out there, recommitting themselves to the task at hand, and forcing a 3-and-out and giving the ball back to their offense.
Here's the veteran punter Lee as he sends this one away. Here's Dorsett. 56 yards the punt that time, 12 on the return. And it'll be Seahawk football, 1st and 10. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And last time the turnover on the fumble, and they were in enemy territory, so that had to be very frustrating. Down on the scoreboard here, can't do it again.
You nailed every part of what was frustrating. Down on the scoreboard, had a drive going, had pushed it past the 50-yard line, so they felt like they were in striking distance, and to come away with nothing, not a good feeling at all, to put it mildly. Now they can't afford to do that again.
Yeah, now can they get that bad taste out of their mouth here? And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. It's a 1st down on a gain of 10.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
Throwing now, Wilson on 1st down. They'll run the screen with Carson. And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 47. A completion, yes, but certainly not what they wanted. A loss of a full 6 yards. So they had the big loss on that 1st down pass play, and facing a 2nd and long. From the gun, it's Wilson. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. Philip Dorsett, the intended receiver. But now it's 3rd down.
I usually hesitate when I say a guy's got world-class speed, but this guy might. So let's fire the starter's pistol. Let's go. If you've got him, you've got to try and use him. A lot of anticipation with the ball in the air, but no, incomplete.
Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
Sure, that pass was incomplete as they made an attempt to get a big one downfield. But that's okay, because the second part of that is if you don't get the completion, at least you've told the defense you're trying to stretch them out a little bit, and they may have to change accordingly.
So they'll play the field position game here as a very nice punt is going to pin them back.
Yeah, it's almost like watching a game of tennis, or do you prefer ping pong? You know, back and forth like that? But it definitely was excellent, wasn't it?
Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. Well, they're going to have to go at least 50, 60 yards here if they want to ensure that they don't have to punt the ball like they did last time.
Yeah, so what you're saying...
The ball popped in the air and intercepted. Shaquille Griffin with a pick. So they've got the football, and they'll start right on the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training. So he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward. I think we can all understand what they're thinking right now. They take over the ball in field goal range after the turnover, so they've got that in their hip pocket. But they've got to go for the end zone and turn this into bigger points. Their thinking is a touchdown is really what they should get from starting here. Getting 3 points at the end of this drive, that would feel disappointing.
No gain on that one as it brings up a 3rd and 10. The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. Throwing is Wilson. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the rookie Isaiah Simmons. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. So not quite a first and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10-yard line. Forced out to his left. He's going to take off with it. And out of bounds across the 15-yard line. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be 2nd and a couple.
And there's the beauty of Kyler Murray, because we all know he can get it done through the air. Terrific right arm. And nowadays, we don't even talk about his height anymore. He's shown that he can see downfield and make throws. But he also possesses wide receiver speed. He can call his own number or scramble and turn it into a big play as well. Kyler Murray, a dual threat at the quarterback position.
After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2. From the gun, Murray steps away to his left. He may try and run for this. And he is going to have a Cardinals first down, and he's going to have it by plenty. Able to get 8 yards there on 3rd and 2. It goes as a gain of 8 that moves the chains. On first down, Drake. And not a whole lot doing there as he'll get it up to about the 28-yard line. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts 1 yard as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. Operating from the gun, Murray. And ball complete to Isabella. And he's going to be down at the 35. Gain of 7. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
A couple of first downs have him to the 40 now on 1st and 10. From the gun, Murray. Oh, he's able to outmuscle him here as he pulls it in. Now the Cards going to call another timeout, their 2nd, as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. Now Murray off play action, rolling to his right. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's 2nd down.
That was an interesting look there, because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
And that one will fall incomplete. Clock here now, just under 30 seconds to go in this first half. Flush to his right. He can run for it, and he will. And he's got this down a yard or two shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. Give him 8 yards that time on the scramble, and now 4th down. Here's Andy Lee now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. And they will get to this one and down it at the 13-yard line.
At their own 13-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And the interception thrown in the red zone last time. We'll see if they can rebound.
I just have to think the last thing he said as they went back out there was, don't do that again. What do you think?
What do you think?
Yeah, I think that. I think that not only did he say that, but he also told him, let's put it in the end zone that it's supposed to be in, all right? The end zone we're trying to score. I know we're being a little bit facetious here, but the bottom line is take care of the football, and everything else should flow from there.
Quick lesson, never ask the play-by-play guy a question.
Hey, you're my partner. I know you're right there with me.
And he'll push forward here for a good little run as the clock continues to run. And we're going to get a timeout. with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. Final play of the half. It's Wilson going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And that is incomplete. So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As now we send you out to Orlando and hook back up with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. The Seahawks trailing, but they will have possession first here as we resume action in the third quarter. And this carries into the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
Seahawks take over first and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And, Charles, they're certainly still right in this game, but they need that offense to wake up and in a hurry.
Yeah, I like the way you put it. They certainly did seem to sleepwalk a bit in the first half. Now that their defense has done its job, it's their turn now to go out and try and get some points.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 20-yard line.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Out of the gun, here's Wilson. He'll find Metcalf. And he'll be tackled at the 23 after a gain of 3. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's third down.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
From the gun on third down, Wilson. And able to find Dorsett. And he coughed it up. And the Cardinals have got it. Going the other way. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line. A lot of talk this week about ball security. In fact, they added an extra period in practice to be more secure with the ball. It didn't work out there.
Well, sometimes you just get overexcited during the game. You may all of a sudden make your catch, see some open field, and decide you're going for it, and not realizing the danger lurks while you're doing so, and there's your end result right there.
A gain of 5.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Operating from the gun, Murray. Throw left side complete. That's Drake. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. 23 yards, the final tally.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
And he'll take this from the 9 down to about the 7.
Number 29.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the third quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
The line of scrimmage, the 7 now on 2nd and goal. Another carry now for Edmonds. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. Chase Edmonds, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Cardinals push further out in front. Always important to get the first score of the second half. Now you start to pull away a little bit and get some breathing room going.
And now we find out about the fortitude of the group that's behind, because they were counting on getting into the game a little bit more, right? Maybe they get the first score. That doesn't happen. It looks almost insurmountable, but it's not. Let's see how hard they play the rest of the game.
Made at the 25-yard line. The Seahawks take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They'll start out on the ground with Carson. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
Ball carrier.
Well, they still have time to get him established, but in my estimation, they've got to pick up the urgency here. They've got to get quickly in and out of the huddle and run off a bunch more plays.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. From the gun, Wilson. This one into the hands of Metcalf. And he was able to shed 1 tackle but could not get away from there. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tough for guys trying to get to the football.
So into Cardinal territory now. It's 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. This is Carson. And he'll be brought down at about the 42.
On the carry.
2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe they'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
Wilson.
And he gets us down inside the 35 before going out of bounds. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down.
1st down.
They run it with Carson. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Brought him down.
Getting had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete. Well, the passing windows are just not there, and that's just another example of how great this defense has been all game long.
And that's exactly what a top 10 defense can do. They can really change the game tempo and frustrate you as you try to execute offensively.
Here's the 7th play of this drive. This is 3rd and 4. Operating from the gun, Wilson. And that will be incomplete.
He's had trouble finding open receivers all game, CD, and that's because really there hasn't been many. This defense has been all over him.
Yeah, they're one of the better defenses in the league, and every time I talk to someone around the NFL, they all say the exact same thing. They're so fundamentally sound, it's hard to execute against them.
Myers' kick is good. And they will indeed get on the board here, but still trailing. It's now 13-3. So the scoring drive encompasses 9 plays, and the net result, 3 points.
Take your disappointment and put it aside. 9 plays, yeah, they want to end up in the end zone with a touchdown. I get that. But sometimes those 9-play drives pay dividends later with another 9-play drive that culminates in a touchdown when they wear down a defense.
Cardinals take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And, Charles, you'd have to think this is where you want to start taking some time off the clock.
Oh, definitely, because you got the lead, right? You take a good look up there, and you say, okay, what do we need to do here? Well, you're not in full-out protect mode. You want to make sure you run it, throw it safe, take some time off, and eat it up.
That 1st down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. From the gun, it's Dre. And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30. It'll be a gain of 5, but still about 3 yards shy of the 1st down marker, and now it's 3rd down. Murray going to try to throw on 3rd down. And able to find Kirk complete. And he is going to have a Cardinals 1st down as they convert on 3rd and 3 with a nice gain of 7 yards. Welcome back to the desert. We're in Glendale. It's Cardinal football. They're also out in front of the scoreboard as we get set for the 4th. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. They'll run with Edmonds. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. That goes for 14 yards, 1st down Cardinals. And I think we can get used to seeing more of that in this 4th quarter, especially if they're having success on the ground like they did there.
Yeah, I think back when we met with the head coach in preseason, and all he talked about was building a bully. And I think it was this situation he was envisioning. Trying to ice a game, plenty of time left, but being able to give the ball to his big runner and pound away and try and finish off the game.
Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a 1st down.
I think the reason this play is so successful is not just the blocking at the point of attack, but how about the speed at which he takes the handoff? He's in motion already, so he's not coming from a flat start like a running back often is. He's at a full run by the time he gets the football.
And he'll get 3 down to the 34-yard line.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
Flushed out right. He may try and run for this. A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, 1st down. That is an absolute backbreaker. That was a design passing play, wasn't a draw. You think you got him stopped, good coverage downfield, and he's able to pick up the first with his legs. Defensively, that kicks into your psyche and hurts a little bit, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and here's the thing. Anytime you give up a 1st down, it hurts you psychologically, but it hurts more when they get it this way because you've covered everything. He didn't have any place to throw the football. He takes off running and picks it up anyway, and now you have to stay on the field for an extra set of downs.
And really could have used that stop trailing here in the 4th. The 1st down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. A loss on that play, and now 3rd down gets tougher. 3rd and 6. From the gun, Murray. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Shaquille Griffin with a pick. And the return just out across the 15 to the 16-yard line. That is the play they needed in a 2-score game here in the 4th quarter.
No doubt about it. They did what they had to do to give themselves a chance to get back into the game. They turned it over to the offense. They are now in charge.
Now they need to execute. Now left side on the swing pass. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. They may want to go back to that one. First play of the drive, good for 15 and a 1st down. You cannot write these guys off just yet, not with a quarterback like that under center.
You mean it actually crossed your mind with him running the team that you could actually maybe write this game off?
Not yet.
Not a chance. Not with him. We've seen it too many times.
Now left side, a completion to his tight end. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. It's another 1st down as this time they get an even 20. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. Operating from the gun, Wilson. He lets it fly for Lockett. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Jalen Thompson picks it. And the return here is stopped at the 35-yard line. So the Cardinals, they've got the football here as we get you reset. And the scoreboard on their side, they're just looking to melt away these final couple of minutes and put this one in the left-hand column. After the turnover, here's Murray. Open man is Kirk, complete. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the 1st. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or two shy of the 40. It's a gain of 11 and a Cardinal first down. Interior of that line blocked really well on that run, but also the two tight ends, they blocked well too.
Not only have they scouted the line of scrimmage, with their agility, they can get upfield and hit moving targets like linebackers, defensive backs. They do a really good job helping out the running game.
Watch the screen, watch the screen. Watch the screen. Right there, 54, right there, 54 mark.
Defense still with 3 timeouts. We'll see if they want to use them here as the kneel down comes.
Check Mike 54. Mike 54. I got it.
And they'll indeed take a knee. So it's a win here for the Arizona Cardinals, and they were spurred on by a strong performance in that fourth quarter as they held their opponents off the scoreboard.
Everyone wants to pitch a shutout for the entire game, but when you throw one in the fourth quarter, that tells everyone that you're getting stronger and dominance is starting to take over, right? The way that you close, the way that you finish, that gets preached to you from the time you're playing Little League football all the way up through. And they closed them out with a big-time performance down the stretch.
So for the Cards, their winning ways continue as they get it up to 7-0. And they'll be able to enjoy this one through the bye week before they get back at it again. Meanwhile, for the Seahawks, they taste defeat for the first time this season as they drop to 5-1. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves next week at home against San Francisco. That'll do it for us. I'm Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. Thanks